ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
That breaking news, a man accused of grabbing a woman on a Vista trail Wednesday is now in custody. Today, the Vista Sheriff Station arrested 22-year-old Luis Jimenez. He faces multiple charges, including kidnapping with the intent to commit robbery. Jimenez allegedly attacked the woman walking on Buena Vista Park off South Melrose Drive. That woman told deputies he tried to grab her, but they fell and he ran away. The victim was able to pick Jimenez out of a lineup leading to his arrest. Detectives also served a search warrant to his home and found items related to the incident.
And it's the best feeling. This is what we've been wanting for, over 30 days that we've been fighting this.
Mount Helix residents are claiming victory tonight after a judge kept a sexually violent predator out of their neighborhood. It's the second time in a month a predator has been blocked from moving there. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. As our ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Dela Cruz explains, neighbors say their fight does not end here.
Sarah Thompson is fighting for her community.
We got a no from the second judge. And it's the best feeling.
A judge ruling Thursday that Douglas Badger will not be moving into the Mount Helix neighborhood. The 78-year-old sexually violent predator, or SVP, was recommended for supervised release in a home on Horizon Hills Drive. The quiet suburb has been draped in banners and signs for weeks now, proving attackers are not welcome here.
There are families and children jam-packed in this neighborhood. And that this is not the right place for sexually violent predators.
This is the second time that home was chosen for SVP release by the Department of State Hospitals. Another judge blocked a different offender from there just 2 weeks ago.
I don't think that we're willing to now just completely forget about it. We want to help the next neighborhood if this happens to them. And we want to stop this. We want to make changes in our state.
The San Diego District Attorney also opposed the placement due to the neighborhood's dense population. Thompson says they're rallying for new legislation, but in the meantime, they're finally resting easy.
I think tonight we're finally going to get a night of sleep, like a really good night of sleep. And now we get to just enjoy being normal again.
The state is now responsible for finding Badger a different home. Jennifer Dela Cruz, ABC 10 News.
For the third time this month, a suspected human smuggling attempt in San Diego waters has failed, this time with deadly consequences. At least one person has died and 10 others were rescued from a boat that eventually capsized off of La Jolla shores this morning. In all, 15 people were taken into custody. Our ABC 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena has the latest on the investigation.
This happened very early this morning. The waters were still pretty dark out here, and from what we're told by lifeguards, very choppy. Unfortunately, one person lost their life. Border Patrol says it was just after 5 a.m. that they began tracking a small boat off the coast of Point Loma. At the time, conditions were rough.
We have 4 to 6 foot surf and some heavy currents.
As the boat made its way up the coast, people began bailing out. San Diego lifeguards were called in to help rescue some of the migrants who were dumped in the water near the Marine Street beach access.
8 people detained coming in on a Rescue 3 vessel.
The boat then managed to make it over to the children's pool area where more passengers jumped out. Lifeguards say it took nearly 30 minutes to get everyone out of the water, but unfortunately, one of those rescued died.
A lot of times these vessels are not seafaring vessels. They're grossly overladen. They're packed with gas cans. They're packed full of people with inadequate or lacking safety devices.
Border Patrol says there were 16 people total on board, but only 15 survived. There's no word yet on ages of those involved or what country they originally came from.
All of the individuals were determined to be unlawfully present inside the United States and were transported to a Border Patrol station for processing.
Lifeguards tell us from what they were able to see, only several of those people on board even had access to life jackets. We're reporting in La Jolla, Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.
Today's rescue is just the latest in a wave of cases along our coast. The Border Patrol's San Diego sector says it has seen 172 smuggling attempts by boat this fiscal year. The agency has also made over 1,000 apprehensions, and it's only May. The current record is 1,200 that was set in all of last year. Authorities are also expecting a record number of deaths. So far this year, at least 117 migrants have died trying to cross the U.S.-Mexico border by land or sea.
Caltrans is expected to clear out a large homeless encampment along the 805 in the South Bay tomorrow. Neighbors say that encampment has been building for months. And our ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Pura is in National City with more on why Caltrans chose now to clean up the area.
Homeless advocates tell me that there are dozens of people at the encampment right now. They are packing up, getting ready to leave before they are cleared out on Friday. It's not hard to spot the line of tents and tarps, people and belongings in this encampment in National City along the 16th Street Bridge and Interstate 805.
It looks fairly significant from the highway.
Mandy Leon is with a group that helps the homeless. Caltrans is expected to clear out this encampment. That's why Leon and other advocates brought the people bags to pack with, along with trash bags and snacks.
We want to make sure that they have ample time to get their belongings together so that they're not forced to do it last minute and leave things.
In a statement about the encampment cleanup, Caltrans cited a fire in the area Saturday. ABC 10 News reported on a fire along the 805 and Plaza Boulevard that happened then. These are pictures from that incident. The Caltrans statement said in part, where an encampment poses a critical safety concern or an immediate threat to infrastructure necessitating removal, the department coordinates with law enforcement and other local partners to mitigate threats to infrastructure and to address critical safety concerns or other imminent dangers to people in encampments or the public. National City's mayor says the cleanup is expected to happen Friday and that local agencies and organizations were sent to the encampment to register people there for services and emergency housing opportunities.
We've gotten very positive feedback from the community. Again, we want to be compassionate.
But Leon says it's not enough, saying many of the people from the encampment will just find another place to set up camp.
They try to stay out of the way, which is clearly what they're trying to do here, but that's not even good enough.
Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
There are new findings in the investigation of how BBC journalist Martin Bashir obtained a bombshell interview with Princess Diana in 1995.
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
The independent inquiry found Bashir showed Diana's brother false bank statements that he had created in an effort to make her believe that members of the royal family were paying people to spy on her. The investigation found those falsehoods shared with her brother led him to arrange a meeting between Diana and Bashir. The BBC has issued an apology to Diana's sons, but Prince William had this to say.
It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her fear, paranoia and isolation that I remember from those final years with her.
Bashir also worked at ABC and NBC News before returning to BBC. He recently resigned due to ongoing health concerns.
For the first time in 11 days, there is quiet in the Gaza Strip, with many wondering how long this will last. Today, Israel and Hamas agreed to a ceasefire brokered by Egypt. The White House praised the decision of the long-standing enemies to call a truce. President Biden said the U.S. will provide humanitarian aid and support for reconstruction of Gaza.
I believe the Palestinians and Israelis equally deserve to live safely and securely and to enjoy equal measures of freedom, prosperity, and democracy.
At least 230 Palestinians have been killed. Many are women and children. Some 58,000 have fled their homes, seeking shelter in crowded United Nations schools during the pandemic.
County leaders are ramping up efforts to get more San Diegans vaccinated by June 15th.
We continue to do everything we possibly can, not only to make the vaccine available, but to engage in meaningful conversations with San Diegans who may have concerns.
And today, the county announced it has more COVID-19 vaccines than it has demand. And to change this, officials say they're setting up more mobile vaccination sites. They'll go to libraries, community centers, and religious institutions. County officials say mobile sites have already helped them to administer 2,500 doses, and we're currently 67% of the way to our goal of vaccinating 2 million residents.
In the meantime, the county also reported 145 new local cases of the virus. Today, we've seen close to 280,000 cases in the county since the pandemic began. They also added that 3 more people have died from this virus.
Nearly 3 weeks after a malware attack crippled its services, Scripps Health is confirming part of its system is back online. However, the hospital still won't say whether patient records were stolen. And despite the news, some patients say they're still unable to access the My Scripps portal. Multiple sources inside Scripps Health have told ABC 10 News they now have access to read-only medical records dated before May 1st. A security expert says the hospital could be doing that to see if they have any records that were compromised.
That's what it sounds like to me, is that they have brought back some functionality in their electronic health record system, probably with a backup of records.
The hospital still hasn't said who may be responsible for the malware attack and whether records were compromised and if there is a ransom.
California could join the list of states offering cash incentives to get more people vaccinated. Nationwide, the CDC is reporting a drop in the number of vaccinations over the last 6 weeks. So today, Governor Gavin Newsom teased an announcement for a plan to revive efforts here in our state. He wouldn't give away any details, but it does sound like the state is working on some type of jackpot.
Well, I think the ultimate incentive is saving your life and the lives of loved ones. We are prepared, and we've actually organized a proposal to provide incentives. We'll do that in a strategic way.
Even without cash bonuses, Californians have been relatively quick to get vaccinated. More than 20 million have received at least one dose.